Hello and welcome back to back nine coverage of the Ruchill Rumble 2022. We are going to be playing off the longer tees here at Rosshall. This is a new design implemented from the Glasgow Disc Golf Club. And as you see from the map here, we have 9 baskets to play into. So we've currently got 16 tee pads and we're playing off a couple of the existing tee pads. You can see in the blue here is the longer tee pads. This adds a bit of diversity and also a bit more distance to challenge the players. Hole 10. So hole 10 is from the back tee, 76 metres, still a par 3. You're just needing to get a wee bit more distance on your putter or mid-range, or gives the opportunity to even get a bit flexy with a fairway driver. Same basket position, you just want to try and get close and tap in for the birdie.
It's a nice hole in the long position. You just want to miss these first couple of trees and make sure you get the glide where you want it to go.
Oh, it's going to be a tough one.
I got a little tree love there, lucky with the kick out. Hopefully I can go up and down for a par.
Yeah, it's a tricky layout. I'm going for the straight shot here, going with the more stable Mercy I've got in the bag. Not as much turn, but that one was for Big Ian.
Pin high, nice shot.
Yeah, Big Ian reference, one of Glasgow OGs who throws Mercies more beautifully than any other player I've ever seen. Robbie's going for his broken in T-Bird 3. Doesn't get the flex he needs. And I think that's what we'll see, Seamus, just that extra couple of metres sort of force the player to make a decision. Is it the same shot as the shorter tee?
In these conditions, there's no reason not to go for it. It's really exciting.
Chrissy putting a bit more juice on it. Managed to sneak through. Should get a birdie option.
I think at 3 down, Chris is not happy with his front 9. He's looking to pick up a few more birdies in the back. I'm just pitching up for my easy 3. Off the birdie train.
But it was...
hopefully I can get back on at the next stop.
Robbie coming in a bit low. I think that tree was just playing with him. Disappointing putt there. Seamus just didn't come out.
Those little branches coming off that tree can really get in your head if you're in the wrong place. Yeah, it's Chris. He's happy with that.
Chris will be very happy to get back in the swing of things. New 9. Hopefully he can turn it on. So this is the first Latitude Pro basket we've installed in the park, and over the coming months we're hoping to have all baskets replaced, and also the installation of a practice basket. So hopefully we get to see some new players coming through the course and get to enjoy it.
Hole here about hole 11, par 3, 72 meters. Just a little bit longer than the front 9. Kind of makes a testy hole just a little bit more testy. 235 feet. You got to get over this crosswalk to be in bounds. And let's see how everybody does. See, Chris picked up the birdie. Let's see if he can keep it going.
Yeah, we've opted for this position just to sort of bring the tree on the left a wee bit in play, and force the players to send it out wide and trust their disc. Chrissy with a very
nice run, Chris.
Shot. I'm following Chris here. I'm trusting an overstable PD. Talking to this there, finally got across.
Spiked it up there, nice. Landed right on the green.
Yeah, there's always a sense of relief in this hole. You just want to get across, play it safe. A wee bit early there, Seamus, but...
I went too stable, but it's good to get across that path. That hole's really burned me in years past. So it's nice to stay in bounds both rounds this time.
There's Robbie going with his felon. I think he's hoping to follow Chris's line.
I know how Rob feels. That's what I try to do. Throw something nice and overstable, nice and flat. Rob did a much better job than I did.
I was like, what's that felon doing?
Yeah, probably he went wider than he expected, but he trusted it. Got the result he wanted. Seamus from the bushes.
I was lucky to have any kind of look at all.
That's Chris coming off hot.
2 birdies in a row.
Nice high chin catch for me. Robbie just to close out the tap and birdie. The famous Alan Bordy Davis in the background there, having a great day out. Hole 12, just further back than the existing tee. You've got almost the same layout. You've got a tree on your right. It forces you to sort of keep it low. Brings a full hyzer out of play. You're having to get maybe a fairway driver, probably something just a mid-range or beyond. Same basket position. Trying to get in close and give yourself the birdie option. Also still didn't need to be cautious of OB back, and if you let it slip early you can go OB left. Chrissy puts it a bit high. Just lost a bit of distance with the height. It's a very handsome card coming across the fairway there.
What are you throwing here, Paddy?
So just with the distance I decided to disc up. It's a stable destroyer. But I think it's too stable. Similar result with just not executing it.
You threw it long enough we didn't have to worry about the OB.
So yeah, today we're playing off the temporary tees, but there is plans to make sure these tees are all installed and solid for years to come. Robbie hoping for the good hit, and he gets it.
Nice stop, tree.
He must have paid his membership recently.
Just throwing a river here, just trying to throw it out there and have it glide, and I completely grip locked it. Luckily there's a beautiful open field to my right hand side, and I'll hopefully be able to recover for the 3.
Yeah, there didn't seem to be much execution off the tee. Just it's a new shot, new course.
96 meters is beating us up.
Yeah, and I think that's what we wanted to bring to the redesign in Rosshall, was just a bit more distance to really encourage the advanced player to come visit. Gives him the option to put in those longer shots. Chrissy lining up a turnover putt with his trusty wizard. Puts it high. Oh, clutch.
Highlight reel.
Highlight reel Chris is coming today. This is 3 massive birdies.
Gotta feel good about that. Birdie train for sure.
Not a walk-in, he's got a full jogging. Trying to emulate my inner Chris, but just a bit low. I quite like that about Chris's putting style. He likes to get it high, sort of trust the drop. Robbie with a disappointing miss there.
I changed right, got away from him.
I think that's the first blemish on his scorecard. Hopefully he can bounce back.
He's not happy with first place MA1. Glad to take a par after that grip lock.
You and me both. No birdies here, but no damage done.
Hole 13, par 3, 62 meters. A little further back than the first round. Again, you got a lot of room on the right-hand side here to work with. You just don't want to wind up short left. Anything short left and you wind up in that thick bush. You can't see around it, you won't be able to see the basket. You can spike it up to the right for the easy birdie, and if you can land it really safe, you got a shot at the birdie.
Chrissy goes a bit high, gets an early hit. And he's in that bush you'd talked about, Seamus. Hopefully he's got the option to get out. Yeah, it's a very interesting hole, Seamus, because you can't see the basket. You really just need to trust your shot.
You gotta trust you got the distance dialed in.
Could be good.
I think the flight was what I wanted here, but I think I'm just putting a bit too much distance on it. Maybe edge of circle putt. Looks like it's turning good.
You guys are pretty good at the throw.
Yeah, thanks, Robbie.
Yeah, disc golf's easy when you execute the shot. Robbie's seeing if he can get around the corner with his felon.
He's been throwing that felon nice. That's what you're looking for.
Gets the height.
Oh, mate.
Back to back park jobs for this basket for Robbie. Chrissy getting lucky, not getting deep. Seeing if you can get creative here. Forehand turnover with his proxy.
He just wants to pop this out. If he hits the basket, it'll be a great shot.
Gets close, that's what you want. Nice scramble.
Oh, circle's edge. Great putt, Patty.
Pretty happy to execute on that.
2 for 2 in the back nine. Keep it up.
Seamus with the follow-up. I think this is the start of the match putting on the card. Nice jog in there.
Just rode those vibes in.
Bit of pressure on Rob here just to close out after those putts. Solid, right in the middle.
Unbelievable seat.
If I remember correctly, Seamus, there was a lot of positive vibes moving on to the next hole.
Always at Rosshall.
Hole 14, we're going from the back tee here. We've cleaned up the fairway, giving you a nice option to get a disc out. Really, you want to have your disc turning at this point. You've got lots of space out in the right. You also need to try and achieve the right height to allow the disc to get around the tree on the left before you fading in, trying to get close to the basket. This is a par 4. It's been eagled a number of times, but will it be eagled today?
3 certainly feels nice on this hole. 2 good shots in a row will get you 3.
Just getting over on that.
I'm playing for the 4.
Yeah, very tight gap here off the tee. Robbie trying to get the flex on it. Pretty good result. You've got the option from there just to get the hyzer approach. Chrissy lining up a distance shot here, I think. Gets over on it.
That's going to work out real nice for him.
Yeah, that's where Chris definitely accelerated in the amateur scene. He was able to get those this far. Love to be able to get a D3 to stand up. Seamus, still a bit of distance to do here. What do you think in fairway?
I'm throwing a trust. I'm going to try to pop it out there nice and flat and high and have it just spike into the basket. Came up a little bit short, I think, but I got the flight I was looking for, just not the distance. Should have committed a little more.
Robbie following your line. He's throwing his discraft zone.
Gets unlucky with the branch there, but he should be able to hit that putt.
Yeah, I got more distance here than I expected. I'm just going with my zone, just trying to get up there. I quite like the spike hyzer in. Just lets me control the speed.
Worked out nice. This man's trying to get it in.
Maybe a bit more height there for Chris, but beautiful drive. Easy tapping for the birdie. Just a reset after that breeze coming through, Seamus.
Just thinking about it a little bit. Nice catch.
Beautiful catch. You'll be sad to see these baskets go.
After a catch like that, absolutely. Just a nice tester distance, you know.
Robbie from similar distance. Just off to the left, he'd be disappointed with that. Chris with the tap-in birdie. Nice to see him back on the train.
Here we are at hole 15, par 3, 65 meters, same hole as the front 9. What you want to do here is keep something nice and low, throw it true, and this hole will be good to you. Any early hits and you're going to be scrambling.
Just going for the forehand option again here, Seamus, hoping for similar results in the front 9.
I think you got him.
Right up to that tree.
Should have a look there from the basket.
Always happy to miss the first couple of trees. Opting for the same disc from the first one, just maybe got a bit over on it.
Yeah, just a little bit over. Caught that root and kicked to right. I'll be scrambling a little bit, but I think a 3 is still possible.
Chrissy lining up the backhand line. Fairly fortunate hit to stay in the middle, gives him the chance to get up and down.
Great view of the hole there when the catch cam.
Robbie hits early, but also favourable hit.
Just gotta say, Power Play Productions is doing a great job here. Course looks fantastic.
Yeah, also shout out to the guys in the catch cam. Nice to see what happens when we're getting around the corners. Chris, he looked like he was going straight at it and hits metal. Unbelievable shot. I think he's just feeling in the zone with these birdies.
He had to keep it low. You knew it. Here I'm throwing with half of Chris's confidence, but somehow I wind up. I'm able to stay just inside the circle.
At least you're on the good side of the tree. Robbie's got a tricky one here. Even though it's a short distance, you've just got a lot in play close to the basket.
You just don't want to catch anything early.
Goes a bit wide, gets lucky. Yeah, I think he's been fairly honest there, but good result. Yeah, so at this point I was hoping that the council would have removed this tree, but just off to the right, didn't execute. And the card just confirming it's dead, but it's not attached to anything, so it was conclusive.
Happy to take a par on that hole every time.
I have to agree with you there. If you're avoiding the damage,
that hole can take it.
You're getting out clean. Yeah, I think a couple of players were disappointed on that, but that's why it's one of the hardest holes. Hole 16, we're just playing off the same tee here. We're going straight down the middle. Two big trees left and right. Sort of forces you to shape a shot or commit to the straight line. 71 metres, we'll have players throwing mid-range, maybe some fairway drivers here. Just about trying to get accurate and watching it fade in. I'm going with my compass here. Tried to take a wee bit distance off it on the last shot. Just finished a bit left. Straight shot again, Seamus.
Yeah, it's going with that river again. Just trying to hyzer flip it a little bit, and got a little too much flip out of it and wound up a little bit to the right. Great conditions. No wind.
Yeah, it was a September weekend here, so you're always happy when it's not raining in Glasgow. Chris with a beautiful shot, getting it close. Managed to correct the distance from last time. Robbie's coming off a bit low. My putt also coming in low. Disappointed not to pick up the birdie in this hole over 2 rounds.
Catching a little metal.
I think there's a consistent theme coming across the putting style in this hole.
Getting a little tired, not using my legs enough. Gotta put a little pop into the disc. Get it to go into that basket.
Chrissy making sure he can continue his focus.
Nice birdie, Chris.
Good to see Chris hitting form in the back nine here. He's putting in a solid score. The rest of us close out. On to a new tee position here. Should keep it interesting for the card.
Hole 17 is a nice long one, 105 meters. Plenty of room to work with. You got spike hyzer on the right. You got plenty of room on the left. Just got to watch out for these big guardian trees, these nice mature trees. Have something work. Make sure you throw the disc and have it work its way toward the breadbasket.
Chrissy leading off after his beautiful birdie. Gets over on it. It's coming in a wee bit short. Still got a chance.
I thought this hole was a great addition to the course. Really lets you air it out a little bit. Gives the course some teeth.
Gives the players opportunity to grip and rip it. This is I was an 11-speed driver I was throwing there. Managed to get it to stand up.
Is all I got.
Yeah, well that's the thing, you know, you want to challenge all players, and breaking 100 meters is the ceiling you want people to try and push through.
Nice drive from Robbie. Good placement shot.
Sure do.
Seamus flying through the gap here. Just pushed down with the wind there. I just want a rare gust for the day.
One of those things, you just want to make sure you get through the gap. It's getting a little bit late in the round. It's really easy to lose focus and kick a tree and wind up with a 4. So I thought I'd concentrate on the gap instead of the basket.
Robbie, well that's true, Robbie's going with that sort of half attempt, not committing, getting a roll away.
Yes!
That's how it's done.
I think this was a very unexpected birdie for me, so I was delighted to pick it up. Felt pumped.
Does Chris follow? Yes, he does.
Chris is not giving up anything for free today. He is on a exhibition putt and run. Yeah, I think and we're in two minds with this basket, Seamus. We're keen to sort of keep an Old Testament to the old course, and maybe to the bread lovers out there.
Little bread basket love.
Robbie cleans up. He'll be disappointed, but no damage done.
After that putt, I decided to start putting my bag down.
Yeah, the bag putter. Hole 18, we're playing off the same position we did on the first 9. Just forcing you to keep it honest, get this down the fairway. Forehand options for a neutral disc, or you've got the backhand turnover option. Hopefully we can see a couple of birdies and a couple of big putts like we did in the first round. Chris again leading us off. This time he's going for the backhand option.
Look at that back 9, all that green. He's putting together a great round. And he's continuing it.
Pin high and right where it needs to be.
Oh, it did.
Gets very lucky with the shot here. That's a massive shout out to all the guys who put the coursework in there.
What disc was that, the Jackrabbit?
No, that was the the Cax again with the favourable skip.
I threw my Bard again, didn't get enough on it. Right down the fairway.
I wasn't sure if you were trying to line up to break the long putt here, but
Hadn't crossed my mind, but thanks for the out.
are we trying to get it to turn over? Executes well. Very nice.
Nice park job, Robbie.
Inside the circle. Disappointing then, Seamus. You had a couple early hits in the basket, but
You gotta get that pop.
you need to get them.
Kapop. Nice birdie. Way to finish, Patty.
I think that was finished probably my best ever round at Rosshall, so it was a fun card. Great day out, great conditions.
5 birdies, only to be outdone by this man.
Chrissy coming in with a solid back 9, makes up for a couple of missed opportunities in the first. Robbie cleans out.
Picking up 7 out of 9 birdies in the back 9 is brilliant this golf.
Final putt for the round. Cleans out a lot of birdies for the day. Robbie's will be disappointed with the unfortunate bogeys on his card, but all round there's a lot of happy faces on the card.
What can you say? That was a great group, fun round. Doesn't get any better than that. Patty, talk to us about being tied for first.
Well, yeah, I managed to link up a couple of birdies. Pretty happy with 11 under. Chris coming in strong in the back 9 to close out in 10 under, and Seamus solid 7 for the day. And then we have Robbie Ricky coming in second there on MA1. MPO leaderboard. Seamus, what's your thoughts?
Well, we got Sam Henderson. He's a traveler from my neck of the woods of Massachusetts, putting together a solid round like a tour and pro should. Then we got you, no surprises there. Chris Smith coming up with a great second half. Rick also in 4th place. Should be a fun second round.
Yeah, it was a lot of high scoring at Rosshall, but that's what Rosshall facilitates, those opportunities. And thanks a lot for coming along, guys. Please make sure you join us for round 2 at Ruchill Park.